Did you holiday at Jack's Bay in the 1950s or 60s? Fergus Gregory of Owaka says he has fond memories of the fun-filled summer days as a child there, at his family's crib, and would like to arrange a social gathering to reconnect with old holiday pals from those decades.
It was a great place for kids in those days to have a good time on the beach and in the rocks, fishing. And the 50s are getting on, and some of them are not with us anymore, of course. So if we don't do something soon, that'll be lost and gone forever. So my idea is to get enough people to have a afternoon tea or a lunch at the Owaka Hall where we can all meet and have some good time remembering what used to go on at Jack's Bay.
But access to Jack's Bay is not the easy trip it is today.
We'd come over the hill, down through the gate at the bottom, and would have to drive down onto the beach to get to the other end because there was no track along the back of the beach. And if the tide was out, we'd get along, otherwise we'd sit there and wait till the tide went out before we could drive along to the other end. And no power. The only water supply was a spring that Dad had put a piece of galvanised pipe in. You could put the bucket under. That's why he built his crib where it is now, because the spring's just right behind and it's still running. And we used to go down and folk would go away fishing. There would be various sorts of boats that they'd have, and I can remember them talking about going to False Island and out to the Groper Fields and Whitehead. They're all mysterious places to us kids, with these strange names. And they'd catch enough fish to eat for the day and perhaps tomorrow, because there was no power, no refrigerators, no fridges. And people just went there and stayed. They didn't get in the car and pop into Owaka Balclutha or shoot home to Gore. That just didn't happen. I can remember my father taking me inside the blowhole one time in a rowboat. And some of that is still on footage here of Jack's Bay. He'd row all the way around from the bay and row into the blowhole if the weather was right. I can't remember life jackets and those sorts of things, but
His dad, Alexander Gregory, was a well-known amateur filmmaker from Gore who recorded the family holidays at Jack's Bay. Fergus says he's now hard at work digitalising the old film stock to show at the reunion. In the Catlins, for the